How does CNSA's Chang'e program explore the moon? Imagine a robot carefully rolling across the lunar surface, collecting rocks and data that could tell us secrets about the moon's history. That is what China's Chang'e program does to explore the moon. The China National Space Administration, or CNSA, has created a series of missions called the Chang'e program. These missions are like steps in a journey, each one more advanced than the last. They start with simple orbiters that map the moon from above and end, with plans to send astronauts someday. The first phase involved orbiters like Chang'e 1 and Chang'e 2. These spacecraft launched in 2007 and 2010 used special cameras and sensors to create detailed 3D maps of the lunar surface. This helped scientists understand the terrain and find good landing spots for future missions. Next came the second phase with Chang'e 3 and Chang'e 4. These missions landed softly on the moon, which means they touched down gently without crashing. Chang'e 3 deployed a small rover called U2 or Jade Rabbit, which explored the surface, took pictures, and studied minerals. Chang'e 4 was even more impressive because it landed on the far side of the moon, an area never explored before. It carried scientific instruments to study the terrain, minerals, and even measure radiation levels. It also had a radio telescope to listen to space signals from that hidden side of the moon. The third phase focused on collecting samples. Chang'e 5, launched in 2020, used a lander and a rover to scoop up lunar soil and rocks. It then brought these samples back to Earth for scientists to analyze. This mission provided real moon material that helped us learn about the moon's formation and history. China plans to continue with Chang'e 6, which launched in 2024. This mission targeted the South Pole Aitken Basin, the largest impact crater in the solar system, on the far side of the moon. It aims to study differences between the near and far sides and prepare for future human missions. The fourth phase is about using lunar resources and building a research station near the moon's south pole. This will help China send astronauts, called taikonauts, to the moon possibly in the 2030s. These robotic missions are like practice runs for humans, testing landing techniques, surface mobility, and resource use. They also help develop the technology needed for astronauts to live and work on the moon. The ground systems used to control these missions, like tracking and communication, simulate what crewed missions will need. Each step in the Chang'e program builds on the last, creating a clear path toward human exploration. The robotic missions gather essential data, test new tech, and help scientists and astronauts prepare for future moon landings. They show how a space agency like CNSA is working steadily to unlock the moon's mysteries and pave the way for humans to explore our closest celestial neighbor.